DXY on a weekly chart. We're going to look at this in depth on the weekly, then we'll zoom into the daily and maybe look at some possibilities for what's coming in the future with the US dollar, with equities, the S&P 500, Bitcoin, all that relates. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content than what you see here on YouTube, more help navigating the markets. That's what I'm here for. So looking all the way back to the pandemic, right here at the DXY, and then what do we notice, right? The fall down and then this kind of move back up. So let's paint this picture here. We're looking at this level, right? And we'll explain this in just a moment. So you see this kind of pattern. And by the way, this will be some good, most question I get, what altcoins are you going to look at for the future move, for the next bull market? Well, you need to be finding coins with a low market cap for the best ROI that the charts look similar to this, right? You want a move down, a kind of a bowl like this. Now, most altcoins are not going to be this complete yet, so you're looking for altcoins that start to fit this kind of shape. Maybe most altcoins are kind of in this area and kind of stop there, right? Because it's not alt season yet. Alt season will happen after this kind of lid break on a lot of coins. So not many coins have this. A handful do. You need to go on CoinMarketCap and try to find charts, right? Look at charts, forget the chats. Focus on the price and not as much as the fundamentals. I'm a big believer in price is king and everything else is phooey. So what you're looking at here, you're breaking this move, and here's your lid line. This is called a bull. And what you want to do is you want a breakout first, and then you want to wait for this confirmation. This is called a throwback. You break a key level, resistance, you get your throwback, and you want to wait and see if this holds. Once it holds, and you'll start to see price move back up, this is when you buy. This is the safest part. And it's not that you're trying to buy the absolute bottom. You're not trying to buy down here unless you're trying to find just random coins and put a little bit in and just hope and pray, right? That's fine. Here's your most concrete way to trade, to make a solid amount. If you're just in the part of traders that profit, you're already ahead of like 90%. Okay, so I'm trying to give you the most safe ways to do this. You wait for a breakout of a key level, like some kind of pattern like this, right? And when the time comes, probably going to be 12 months from now, before we get a lot of altcoins doing this kind of thing. You have a breakout of your previous resistance, right? Way back here, probably going to be from years back. And you wait for the throwback and buy, right? Who wouldn't want to be part of this move, right? If you just made this amount, right? Or even half of that, right? And you start to, you double, triple your money right in here. You just start taking profits as it keeps going up, right? You don't know where the top is. In hindsight, it's always easy to see. You're not going to see the top as it's happening. Although we did make a DXY video within a few weeks of this top saying that the top was in. Go check that out on the DXY videos playlist if you'd like to see that. So looking at where we are now, let's focus on where we are now. The past several weeks, the DXY has been going up. Why is that? Well, nothing moves up or down in a straight line. So if this is the Pico top, right, we're looking at a correction, right? So most things tend to move in like ABC. After these big multi-year uptrends, right, we're having like maybe some kind of like ABC correction. So is this the top now, or is it going to move up higher? Is it going to be way out here? So the ABC, like way A, right, B up, C would be down. So this would be like a zigzag pattern, right? This is what we'd want to look for, but I'm not convinced that, we're done just yet. So let's say we can play around with this a little bit. And let's say if we move here, right, this would be a little bit too fast. Why do I say that? Well, if the DXY did something like this, right, likely we're thinking that the top for Bitcoin and the S&P 500 and the stocks are going to be towards the end of this year or even summertime, right? Not likely. More likely is probably sometime in 2025. Look how much time we got here. If the DXY is down under 100 and in the 90s again, which would likely come towards the end of the bull cycle for crypto and Bitcoin, right? We likely are going to have a lot of chop between here and there. So if we're going to peak in crypto sometime, say mid-2025, right? That would be my guess. The DXY has plenty of time to do something crazy, right? We could be looking at, basically all of 2023 for the DXY to, do some kind of, rough kind of a move like this, right? We could be looking at kind of a move like that, and go kind of put a pause on the stock market, or a bigger pause. I would say if the DXY is doing something like this, the stock market and crypto is well down from current prices, right? This would be probably a throwback Bitcoin to 20K. The S&P 500 is probably going to like 3,800 at the least, right? If this scenario ensues for the rest of 2023. And then, right, we'll be looking at, kind of making a lower high here, right, out of the ABC correction. You could, I'm not saying like this exact point, right? We're looking at possibilities of the DXY, and why I think it's going to be longer than just right here before we start to move down for the DXY forever. I think we're probably looking at something more similar to that rough outline, where 2023 is kind of a rebuilding year. We're not much fun in the markets, and then I think later in 2024, maybe 12 months from now plus, then we can start having the more fun times, because as the DXY drops, crypto rocks, right? We all know that by now. All right, so that's what I'm looking for the DXY. Whether or not we take a break here over the next couple of weeks and kind of work our way back down, and then just kind of put in a higher low up in here, and then just kind of work our way doing something like this, right, for the rest of 2023, we don't know yet. Or is this really, just the first counter trend move of this downwards movement that we've been in since, late last year, right? That we've just been basically going straight down. This is to be expected, right? We have to have a kind of a bounce, and this is just the first bounce. So whether or not we continue to move up, right, just because the DXY starts creeping back down again here and comes down to, let's say, back to 102, doesn't mean it's not going to do this exact same thing again going into, summertime, right? We're already in like May up here, right? So this could easily happen, something like this, and then just give us some time, right? It's going to take time. So a little bit of a rant here, but I think a lot of people need to hear something like this and not get too excited just yet on crypto and stocks. So I think we're still in a slow move back towards a bull market, but I do not think we're going to see anything rapid anytime really soon out of crypto, right? I don't see Bitcoin going to 40, 50K anytime in 2023, plain and simple, because of this, right? Because of this, the DXY is not going to just give up after a multi-year uptrend, right? One of the best uptrends in DXY history right here, right? This is not likely just going to roll over and play dead immediately, right? Even though it seemed like it was going to here, right? This is just a bounce off of that. As long as we're putting in a lower high under 113, 114, we're still okay. Ideally, yeah, we'd like to move down here and then just have a slow build. You don't want to see the DXY just bounce super strong here, right? That would kill crypto and stocks. I think this is the more, the odds. I think we just kind of slowly build up here over, the next several months, and, just everything just gets a little boring, right? I don't think this is the likely scenario. I don't think we're going to have some kind of V-shape just move back to hammer time for the US dollar. I don't think that's coming, but I do see that a maybe a slower methodical move, maybe up to 106 to 110 sometime over the next several months, before we can have better times ahead in crypto and the stock market. So hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions about this, want to see more videos like this, more kind of I don't want to say predictions, but maybe possible scenarios, looking out in time. Those are fun to do, but, often meaningless. Speculation is often meaningless, and just, trying to, look in a crystal ball, right? Oftentimes does nothing, but it's fun to look at time to time, at least to give you some possible scenarios maybe you haven't thought of yet. So what do you think? Do you think the DXY is going to roll over here, or do you think it's going to go to 113 by next month, or do you think we're going to maybe fit that scenario that I said, maybe topping in 2025, and not seeing really a full kind of a this kind of move, right? This is what we need for crypto and stocks to take off, right? Or bigger, right? Because we got a huge move here. You know, maybe it's just going to take some time before we see a bigger capitulation out of the DXY. And I think that's just the odds. I think we're probably still a year away from seeing, you know, true downwards havoc out of the DXY to where, you know, risk on assets, crypto stocks can really have their, you know, the way again. So let me know what you think. Thoughts, arguments, happy to hear them. I try to read all my comments. If you want more help, you know, I'm glad to do it. Join our Telegram, Twitter. I'm kind of there, but all my attention really gets focused on our Patreon group. We have our private Telegram. I'm happy to help. We have a good bunch of group there, people, and I put out videos daily there. You have the ability to ask questions, requests. I'm happy to do it. That's why I created that group, to really just help people avoid all mistakes possible and, you know, share my knowledge. I'm a CMT level 1, so I'm studying all the charts, and I'm happy to share my knowledge with you. Join us there. It's like $35 a month, and if you don't like it, you know, I can give you your money back, or you can just try it out for a month. Happy to try to expand your knowledge to make you a better, you know, more experienced chartist, right? That's what you need to be focusing on. The charts, fundamentals matter the least. And the more experience you have with trading, the more you, I think, realize that the fundamentals don't always make you money. But the charts can make you money on a daily basis. So I'll end my summary with that. Let me know if you like more of these videos. I'm happy to do longer videos or more in depth, or, you know, combine Bitcoin, the DXY, and do a full, like, I mean, I'll do a 30-minute, 45-minute video if I get enough requests for it, where we just do Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, altcoins, total crypto market caps, DXY, S&P 500. I can do all of that in one video if you'd like, but I feel like I would only get about 3 people watching, so I'm not sure if that's worth it, but happy to do it. That's what I created this channel for, to make people lose less money and make more money, right? So I'll end it there. Let's get to our quote of the day before I forget. Perfection is attained by slow degrees. It requires the hand of time. Couldn't agree more. So for the one person that's still watching, there you go. Car of the day, lime green BMW. Can you guess it? It's the M8. M8. One of the newest M's in the family for the BMWs. And if you'd like convertible, I think I would take this one over the coupe. There's the coupe. It has a carbon roof, which is pretty badass. A lot of carbon everywhere, which I'm a big fan of. But the M8, like 700 horsepower convertible, yes, please.